again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Ashley Udell. I am a salon owner, hairdresser, and makeup artist in Traverse City, Michigan. And today I'm going to review a few Younique products for you. So let's get started. One of my first things I'm going to review is the Younique eye makeup primer. And this actually is not new to me. I have been using this product for a few years now because I absolutely love it. So this is one product that we will be doing today. Come on, focus. It doesn't want to focus. It is Moodstruck Eye Primer is what it's called. And let's see, I'm also excited to try for the first time the Moodstruck Brow Obsession palette. This one has your brow powders up here. These are your highlighters. I'll tilt that away for a second. And then this is a brow pomade, a tinted brow pomade. So I'm excited to try those. I also have this eyeshadow called Lively and this Moodstruck liquid eyeshadow. The color is called Overt and it is a, I guess, creamy eyeshadow, which I'm not super familiar with these, but I'm going to play with it today and see how it works. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know if you can see that, but and then is there anything? Oh yes, we've got some cream to powder luminizer in Lustrous, and then a lipstick in the color Extravagant. So just get all my stuff organized here. All right. So first I'm going to start with the eyeshadow primer, and if you've never used one of these before, this is a real game changer. This really helps extend the life of your eyeshadow. So you put this on, you let it set for a couple seconds, and then you put your eyeshadow right on over top. It helps keep it from creasing, and it also helps it last pretty much all day. And it helps intensify the color as well, rather than just putting it on plain skin. This has kind of like a matte feel to it, so it really helps that eyeshadow adhere and just pop. So I actually use the back of my hand as a palette. Put a little there, just a little dab. And then using your ring finger, because it is the weakest finger, you don't want to tug and pull too much at your eyelids. And I'm just going to put that not only on my lid, but I also want my brows to be perfect all day too. So I'm going to pat them into my brows as well. There. And I just like to let it dry for a couple of seconds before I go ahead and start putting my makeup on over top. One of the important things I found with this primer in particular is I don't like to put it on top of foundation. Usually I will put foundation everywhere, my eyes, my lips, everything. But with this in particular, I find that it grabs onto the foundation and kind of like mixes with it, and it creates a weird texture on my eyes. So the days that I'm going to use the Younique eyeshadow primer, I do not put any foundation on my eyes or my eyebrows whatsoever. I just kind of like go around it so that I get a nice clean application. And this feels like it's ready to go. I am going to start with my eyebrows. They're my most favorite part of doing my makeup. And I just feel like with a good brow, everything else just falls into place. So I like this flat rounded brush. It's kind of rounded on the tip. And I know a lot of people use an angle brush for their eyebrows, but basically it's about whatever comfortable for you. You don't have to use what everybody else uses. If you find a tool that you find that works better for you, use it. So I'm going to actually use the pomade first to kind of help shape my brows where I want them to go, and then we'll start filling in with the powder. So I'm just going to do a little of this. It's very light, which is nice when I am trying to get my brows sculpted and all the little hairs going in the same uniform direction. I don't like it to be a huge, like, drastic color shift right immediately. So it is slightly tinted, but it's very translucent. And I like the texture of it. I like how I can just play with my little eyebrow hairs and make them go where I want. So that's the difference. This is the one with, this is the one without. Go ahead and do the other side. Yeah, I really like this pomade. It is nice and workable. I don't feel like it immediately like glues my eyebrows in place. It allows me to really move each individual hair fiber and put it exactly where I want to go. So now I'm going to take this darker shade. And I like a little bit of a fuller eyebrow. As you can tell, I have like nothing there, but I'm a product of the 90s, so I over tweezed like it was my J.O.B. So I'm going to kind of fake it till I make it and fill in a little bit. And I like to start in my outer corner. And then do real short, light strokes. I'm exaggerating this part of the stem of my brow here, giving it a little extra oomph. I like it. This is a nice powder. It works really well with the primer and the pomade. I don't see a lot of like fallout from my brush, so that is a really nice feature, especially when you are working with darker powders. And I feel like it just kind of like works with the other products and just glides on really nicely. Like I only loaded my brush once and I'm hardly having to reapply, and I can really work it. So I am super excited. It's been a while since I found a brow product that I've been excited about, which says a lot because like I said before, doing my brows is my absolute most favorite part of doing my makeup. So far, I think I found my new brow product. Yep, I like it. I dig it. I dig it. I'm going to take the lighter shade and I'm just going to kind of like blend this area right here. Brows are not naturally like, you know, like somebody drew with a marker on your face. They're supposed to have a little bit of dimension. So I'm just taking this lighter shade in the powder here, the number 1 that I guess, I don't know if you're supposed to use them in order of number. I never go that way. So, but I like this as well because it's just giving it, see, just a little more brightness in through here. And I can kind of work that highlight powder. Well, it's not a highlight powder. It's just the lighter brow shade through and kind of blend it in, lighten up some of the darker spots. I know it seems a little counterintuitive. Most people will apply the lighter powder before they apply the darker powder and blend, but I'm a rebel, what can I say? Okay. Now, my secret to my flawless brows is I like to take a little bit of concealer and draw a nice sharp line underneath here with my concealer brush to kind of help clean up any mistakes that I've made. So I'm going to do that right now and I'll be right back. And I'm back. See, just having that little bit drawn in there kind of helps really clean them up, makes the rest of them pop. Everything looks nice and neat and tidy. So that's that. Now I'm going to play with this lively color. So first, I'm going to swatch it on the back of my... Ooh, that is pretty. That's going to be fun. So I'm thinking maybe I can use these two together. Yep. So I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to start by using the cream eyeshadow first. And I'm going to use that in like my crease to kind of do a contour. And then I will brighten it up with the lively. Oh, you know what I didn't do? And this is just because it's not something I'm used to doing. I don't use a lot of highlighter on my brow bone. But this one has a highlighter. So I might as well go ahead and use it and try it just to see. And I just realized that the highlighter is creamy, so I'm gonna just dot it on with my finger here and highlight. Ooh, I like that. Has a little bit of shimmer to it. Okay. Okay, I might be a brow highlighter now. We'll see. I like it. It has just a little bit of shimmer. Let's try this cream eyeshadow. And I honestly have never used something like this or with this like applicator tip before. So I'm just gonna kind of mess around with it and see. I might get a brush out. I might use my finger. But I'm just kind of making a cut crease with it. Now, I am not being sponsored or paid in any way, shape, or form by Younique for doing this. One of my besties is selling the product, and I absolutely love makeup, and I love making videos. So I decided that I would just do one for her. And it's probably a good thing I'm not being paid or sponsored to do this because I've never used this product before. And if anybody from Younique Corporate is watching this, they're probably going, oh Lord, help us with this girl because she knows not what she's doing. Okay, so let's see if something I can blend with a brush, maybe. Smudge it a little. Okay, yeah. I'm getting some blend out of it. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this dries really fast. So I feel like if it's something that you're gonna try and work with a brush, probably should work with it a little bit quicker, but because I'm unfamiliar with the texture of this product and how to use it, like, I'm just trying to apply it so that it doesn't go everywhere. But yeah, I like this. This is giving me a nice little smudge out here. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like how that worked, honestly. Like, that is pretty nice. I never would have thought I would like a liquid eyeshadow. I have really oily skin though, so like for me, liquid products are really hard because like by the end of the day, I've just produced so much oil on my skin that I feel like it separates liquid products. But I think that the combination of the eyeshadow primer and the liquid eyeshadow are really going to work well together. So, and actually I think what I'm gonna do is, because this is before work and I'm about to go and sweat my face off, I think what I'll do is I'll film a little blurb at the end of my day to show how well the makeup lasted through having to work 10 hours behind my hairstyling chair, sweating my face off because I have to wear a mask. Yeah, this is actually blending a lot better now that I'm doing it like pretty much immediately after applying it instead of just dinking around. It blends really nicely. It looks kind of scary without anything else on my eyes, but yeah, it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do, so hold tight. I like it. So now I'm going to take this lively orange color, which I'm obsessed with, orange and terracotta and coral and everything that's an orange hue right now. I just love. I'm going to just smudge that all over my lid. Oh yes. Oh wow. That is a really bold color. I am in love. I like how the product works and spreads. I have a little bit of fallout from the brush, but it could just be the type of brush that I'm using, so I won't blame that on the product. Oh, I like this. Yep, I like it a lot. Yeah, there's a really bright color and it is really intense and it applied very evenly. I got a really great coverage out of it. It's matte, which I like. I like matte. I think mattes and shimmers both have their place. But I think if you're going like bold and intense like this, I really, really like a matte look because it just is really strong. So I really, really like their Moodstruck eyeshadow. So I am going to finish my eyes. Don't have the whole Younique line yet, so don't hold that against me, but I'm just gonna finish up real quick and I will be right back. Alright, for those of you inquiring what I just did, I took a light nude color and I blended this crease color a little bit just to kind of soften it. I do absolutely love it. It's my first time ever working with that style of product, so I applied it a little heavy-handedly. So I just added a little bit of like a soft nude color to help blend that out into the brow bone. And then I did some eyeliner and mascara. And so I have 2 products left to review today. The first one is Lustrous. This is the Touch a la Mode Cream to Powder Luminizer. That is pretty. My fingers are so dirty. So I apply a lot of things with my fingers. I feel like I can just get a better application and blend and I can really feel it. Ooh, I like this. This is nice and light. Some of these tend to be like real stiff and sticky. And before I started this, I did do my foundation with a little bit of bronzer and some setting powder. Yeah, I like how this works. This shimmers really nicely. So I'm putting this on top of other makeup and it doesn't seem to be like smearing it in any way, which is really nice because sometimes it's hard to put a cream or a liquid on top of powders because they do tend to cake up and smear, and this is not doing that. So I really like that. Yeah. It's not like crazy. My face looks like I'm greasy and dripping wet. But it does just give a little bit of shimmer and I really like it. I do. Put it on my Cupid's bow. So I'm about to do some lipstick and this is just gonna make that lipstick pop, I have a feeling. Okay. And last thing is our Extravagant, which also is kind of this orangey, corally color that I'm super obsessed with right now. So let's swatch it first. I do like it. Let's see. I have nothing on my lips except for foundation. Oh, I like it. It's very creamy. It seems to have a nice coverage. I have really warm toned skin, but like the skin on my lips seems to be really cool toned. Like every time I put a warm color on it, I feel like I can see the cool tones of my lips trying to like peek out from underneath. Yeah, I like this. It's kind of thick, but it feels almost like the consistency of a lip balm. So it feels like it's going to be really hydrating and it's going to be really moist. I'm sorry if you don't like that word. I don't know what else word to use. So, but yeah, I feel like this is going to not like get in my lip creases. I mean, I'm 36 for all intents and purposes. Like, I have creases on my lips. And I feel like this just sets really nicely on my lips. It applied really evenly. I feel like I don't see my natural lip shade under there anymore, and it feels really hydrating. So I'm excited to see how all of these fare at a 10-hour day at the salon, and I'll hop back on later and do my end of the day review. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. I just wanted to say that after an entire day of working in a sweaty mask behind my chair, my eye makeup has not budged one bit. So I've always been a firm believer in the Younique eyeshadow primer, and now I'm even more of a believer in the eyeshadows and the brow powder. The one here, that was all me. I had an itch, so don't look at that. And I didn't powder my brows today. I completely forgot. But as you can see, the color on my lids is just as vibrant as it was when I put it on first thing this morning. So that is my review of the Younique products that I had been gifted to me, and I love them. And keep up the good work, Younique, and everybody enjoy the products. Have fun with them. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.